In the day, you would have been hard-pressed to find a bigger fan of Sex and the City than I was. Yet even as I think it's a deliriously great show, a part of me, the movie critic side, has always wondered, in the back of my mind, what Sex and the City might have looked like had it been played, at times, as less of a wild confectionery sitcom and a bit more close to the bone. Materialists, a lavishly charming New York story of love, money, and dating, is the movie that finally answers that question for me. It's the second feature written and directed by Celine, who made the wistfully sublime Past Lives, and it stars Dakota Johnson as a stylishly crisp, take-charge professional matchmaker and Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal as the men she winds up caught between. Evans plays a scruffy, aspiring theater actor with no money. Pascal plays a sweet-talking private equity broker who lives in a $12 million apartment, and you can kind of fill in the rest from there. Materialists sounds like a romantic comedy, and its distributor, A24, is certainly selling it as one. Yet the film is more like a beguiling contradiction, a rom-com played straight. While it's all too easy to imagine the breezy 90s version of this movie, Sandra Bullock as a matchmaker who can't match with anyone herself until she meets the mismatch of her dreams, Materialists is very much not that movie. It's a sharp and serious social romantic drama full of telling observations about the way we live now, and about how connected that is, or not, to the way we've always lived. And there's a dark side to it. It's Sex and the City, filtered through a sobering reality check. The film is set in the elite but real New York society of people searching for mates who truly have it all. The looks, the personality, the good taste, the height, that's a major one, the better than mid-range six-figure income. And the reason this rarefied milieu liberates the movie, rather than hemming it into some snooty 1% demi-monde of obnoxiousness, is that it allows Materialists to really be about money, or, rather, the ways that love and money have come to dance together. Lucy Johnson is a dating consultant for Adore, a company that makes a promise to each of its clients. You're going to marry the love of your life. The service attempts to live up to that promise by respecting how choosy the clients are, coddling their perfectionism. After a date, Lucy will make a private call to each of the two people to see how it went, and to massage their egos. He checked a lot of our boxes. And you checked a lot of his. And to assess whether a second date is in the offing. It's scientific matchmaking with a dollop of feel-good therapy. Adore isn't an online dating app, but the service it provides reflects the shift in consciousness that was brought about by online dating, which turned the very paradigm of romance into an endless shopping mall. It turned the pursuit of love into shopping. You might say that's what it always was, but those of us old enough to remember dating before the internet can testify. No, it wasn't. Not like it is now. Yet, even as Lucy's clients, women and men alike, are prima donnas with impossible standards, we see them in witty montages, trying to assemble their ideal traits into a single human being. There's a way the movie also looks back to the ethos of Jane Austen, which fueled so much of the masterpiece theater genre that held sway before the internet came in, and to Edith Wharton, that supreme chronicler of love and money who is America's greatest novelist because of how profoundly she explored the intricacy of women's desires. Celine Song's dialogue pings with wit and perception, yet it also flows. If you could bottle that skill, Hollywood would be saved. And Dakota Johnson delivers the most forceful performance I've seen her give. What I think of as that sugary-voiced Dakota Johnson days, winning as it can be, is gone, replaced by a radiant sharpness that just about tingles. Lucy gets right onto the wavelength of her clients. She's a master of lines like, "You're not ugly, you just don't have money." But the mystery of the movie is what she really believes and wants. Seems, in certain ways, like a materialistic social climber herself. But she only makes $80,000 a year, and she's still good friends with her actor ex, John Evans, who survives as a part-time cater waiter and still has two loser bro roommates. That sounds like a comic situation, and does produce one bitingly funny scene, but Song doesn't go in for cheap shots or easy laughs. John's lack of success is all too real, and so is the fact that it basically ended his and Lucy's relationship. We see a flashback to their 5th anniversary date, and it's a lived-in disaster of cheapskate bad planning. The message is pesky but powerful. In romance, money matters.